Annyeonghaseyo. Welcome to Afternoona Uncensored,
unscripted,
unedited,
and uninterrupted. So let's get to it. Hey, everybody.
Wait, you say hi there. Yeah, and then I'll do the Amy one. Hi there.
Hi.
Lea can go.
Leah's supposed to go, hello.
Oh, hello.
Leah's already going to be fired from this.
So, as you can see, we're doing things a little differently tonight.
Tonight and moving forward, we are starting a new segment that we're going to drop the end of every month that we are calling Afternoona Uncensored. And it is basically like just what we said. We have no script tonight. We're not going to edit this. I'm like crossing my fingers that like nothing happens, that I want to like pull my hair out and jump out of the window. But I can't edit out.
And the reason we're doing this, because there's a reason. So, I don't know if you remember, but there was a podcast where at the very last minute, Lea unfortunately got sick. And so it was just Amy and I, but we didn't want to not podcast, mainly because we love doing this. So we still wanted to like chat. And the podcast we had planned, we really wanted Lea to be a part of it. It was actually the Love Between Fairy and Devil deep dive. And so we didn't want to do that without Lea. So we were kind of like, I guess we'll just like chat to each other, I guess. And that's what we did. And it was just kind of like a casual, chat. And you guys seem to really like it. It was like one of our most listened to episodes. And so we were kind of like, well, maybe we should do that more often, because it was a lot of fun and you can cover a lot of things. And so, yeah, that's kind of what we thought we'd do. And obviously give us feedback if you like it. We'll keep doing it. But we think it'll be fun. I don't know. We'll see by the end if Amy hasn't
I also thought it would be fun to just sort of change up the format a little bit and give you all a little surprise each month and surprise each other. Like, we all came here tonight. Nobody knows what we're going to like talk about or ask each other.
Right. Well, wait, I do have one like bone to pick with Lea. I put it in Slack, but you didn't see it yet.
Okay.
So, and this is sort of K-drama related, but it's mostly K-pop. I'm sorry.
I'm surprised you just normally don't have bones to pick with me. Amy does.
I know. So a while ago, Jungkook had this like record-breaking live. It was like hours and hours long.
Yes, I watched it.
It was like a week ago. It wasn't that long ago, right?
Yeah, it was like a week ago.
It wasn't that
long. And like,
ago.
I remember you said, Lea, you were like he like did some karaoke songs, and I don't know, I was like interested, but it wasn't anything that like I looked up. Well, in my YouTube recommendation, it just came up that he did Unholy.
Yes, yeah. And he did the dancing with it.
He did the Kim Petras rap.
Yep.
I just listened to it on the floor, and I'm like really mad that you didn't directly tell me he did say. I mean, I was like, first of all, I was like, is that Sam Smith singing or is that Jungkook? No, it was Jungkook because it's karaoke. It was amazing.
So
he can do anything.
Think I'm gonna take this bone and I'm gonna turn it around and now pick you with it.
Yeah, you can. Well, it's not that I didn't know he was a good singer. It was that he's so casually leaning on a desk, just like, do you know what I mean? And he's drinking.
He's not even leaning on a desk. He's sitting. So he's sitting on the couch that was their dorm couch that he apparently just took with him to his empty apartment. And so Army was able to figure out that like he just was like, yeah, I'll just take this with me. But my bone that I'm picking you with right now is, look, I know you like K-pop and I know that BTS is really, really, really popular, but I'm just saying they are delightful always. And so
yes, Well, I am sorry that I didn't listen to him for like 6 hours that day. Okay. But my point is like, I like that alone, I needed like a direct link for that. And instead I had to rely on YouTube recommendations, which, you know what? YouTube algorithm nailed it. Cause it showed up like number one.
YouTube
and I was
knows
like,
what you like.
I was like, he sang Unholy? And then I listened to it and I'm like, I'm on the floor. Like I felt I felt
thing-
personally attacked.
That is like a good little fun fact stat, because like also like a lot of ARMY are just bitter about like how BTS and K-pop just in general have been like treated by the American music industry and the Grammys, blah, blah, blah. Is when the Grammys came out, I think it was like 12.4 million people watched the Grammys. And I think at its zenith, about 16.9 million people were watching Jungkook drink beer in his living room singing Unholy.
Amazing. Yeah, I don't know. That's all. I just had to get that. I had to get that off my chest.
Yeah, look it up. It's amazing. I mean, he is like, he has perfect pitch. He is an amazing singer, and he is unholy when he sings Unholy.
It's like also like surprisingly I mean, it's a sexy song, but I just mean it's like a blurry like webcam, and it still is like hot. I don't know. I like watched it literally right before we signed on, so I have a little bit of like
you're still coming down from that.
Yeah, I still have like vapors from it, basically.
Well, now he's got a wolf cut, so he's got like a full wolf cut hairdo that like is new this week. And I mean, he's just on fire. Cause I'm not going to turn this into an a BTS podcast. Don't worry. But I will just say that in the interest of men being hot, he's got this wolf cut. He also has just decided, after like being gone for like months, to just be on Weverse all the time doing these unexpected lives. So he started doing, he popped in the other day to do his workout, and he is very physically fit. And I will say his boxing instructor is a total daddy. Like, straight up sequoia tree daddy. And he gets down and he starts doing all these exercises where he is making unholy sounds, but there's a chair and he doesn't seem to he has no idea. So all you see every once in a while is his little wolf cut kind of popping into the frame. And I mean, at one point I was like, this chair is my villain origin story, because we're missing everything, and all you can hear are these like groans, and then like his instructor like cheering him on, like, yeah, you can get it.
And then his head just popping up and going down, popping up and going down.
Oh my God. Well, speaking of physically fit, I think I'm going to start watching that Physical 100.
Yes,
on
me too.
Netflix. So Sarah from K-Drama This, like personally DM'd me, and she was like, Megan, why are you not watching this? Like, this is you. Like,
it 100% is.
And the dancer from Singles Inferno season 1 is on
Correct.
it. Do you remember him?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the only thing I know about this drama, or not drama, this reality show, besides the fact it's like all like shirtless beefcake men, is there something where they pull a boat? That's all I know.
I saw clips of that. They're pulling a boat. It's crazy. It's crazy. So I have been meaning to watch it, and I know that I think Sarah said like her and Grace, another one of our listeners, is watching, and they love it. So, and it's crazy too. I got a random message from like a college friend of mine, and she was like, Megan, my husband is watching a K-drama. And I was like, and like, just like based on who her husband is, I was like, what? And she's like, he's watching this show. I don't know. It's just a lot of shirtless, like, Asian men. And I was like,
not a drama.
Oh my. Yeah. I was like, that's not a drama, but also that checks out why your husband would be watching that. Cause I don't, but it was just, it's like reaching a wide
I want to see
audience.
if they rip phone books in half. I'm really fascinated with like strongman competitions. One of my he's not a student, but someone that I work with is a strongman, a participating strongman.
Can he rip a phone book?
Yeah,
he can do all sorts of crazy shit.
I love those strongman competitions. I went on a deep dive for about, I would say like one of those times where I just like lose myself and stuff. Or like, remember when I was watching like boat shipwrecks for like a solid week on YouTube?
Correct.
Okay, so for like a whole month, I was like obsessed with these strong men. I follow this guy he calls himself like the Beast. He's out of the UK. And then these two Scottish guys, they're brothers. And the one even has autism, and he like talks about it a lot, about how he like handles autism, but also does these strongman competitions. It is fascinating. They're the best. They're the Stoltman brothers, in case anyone cares.
So
I follow them on Instagram.
Making Amy happy and kind of tying it back into K-drama for a second.
I don't know why I'm getting called out like already. We're 10 minutes in.
No, that was like a generous.
Actually, started at the very beginning with the whole bone to pick.
Yeah,
That had to do with you?
You said it's usually me having a bone to pick with you. You're like, I'm not used to Megan having a bone to pick with me.
Okay, well, we'll bring up your bones to pick with me later.
I don't have any bones. I am bone free tonight.
But what I will...
Wait, no! Can we talk about what happened with you and a bone, Lea? On Super Bowl Sunday.
Oh my God.
Fine, yes, you do have to share that. You do have to share that.
We have to share this. We do, guys. You'll want to hear this.
I don't think it's very funny.
I had to share my flower delivery story. You are sharing your bone story.
No,
I told my whole family. Neil thinks it's hysterical.
Oh, okay.
What I think makes it funny is how excited you were.
Okay.
Well, and how excited we were.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the story that has nothing to do with K-drama of how I blew the Super Bowl. Not physically, but emotionally and spiritually. So I got invited to a work Super Bowl party, and no one I work with, except I think bar one, gave a shit about the Super Bowl. Like, they were all very openly like, this is a Rihanna, it's like Super Bowl. Like, we're just there to watch the halftime show. And I was like, sure. I'm trying to think. I don't know if I've ever really watched a Super Bowl, honestly. Like, I feel like I must have at some point in my life, but I can't think of like a Super Bowl I've ever watched in my life. And so Megan, being it's the Eagles and she's from from Pennsylvania, this was an important thing to her. She was wearing a lot of Eagles paraphernalia, in the days leading up to it. And then she was talking a lot about like the food she was cooking for it. And so I was like, well, I guess I should make some food to bring to this party. And Megan was like, I've got this recipe that can't be beat. And Amy was like, I concur. I know this recipe and it cannot be beat. This is the ultimate recipe that will please anyone. And it is buffalo chicken dip.
Yeah.
Why you made it? Why you like so it's
Well, so I'm trying to remember the name. It's like Fairy and Devil. Like, I want to like make sure I get it right.
And we were like, Lea, you're going to be the most popular. Like, we hyped it up.
Yeah.
Well,
She was like, you will be the most popular person at the party bringing this. This is like the slam dunk. And I am, okay. And also, I'm not somebody who's like known. I've never been given a lot of kudos for my cooking. Like, it's not like people are like, oh, damn, Leah's cooking. Shit, it's going to be hot tonight. Or like, I show up at like a potluck and people are like, fuck yeah, Leah's got her food. I mean, even the school bake sales, I'm like, I bought some cookies here. Like, I just don't really, like, it's just not my thing. And so I was like, okay,
and I love cooking and baking. Like, that is my thing. I love it.
So I kind of got a little hyped. Like, I was like, I'm going to make this thing and it's going to be awesome. And I'm going to be
everyone's going to love you.
And everyone's going to love me, and I'm going to be validated, and they're going to, like, lift me up on their shoulders and carry me around.
You're going to be like Rudy?
Yeah, exactly. And I am going to, like, save Super Bowl Sunday with this amazing thing. So, I mean, I made it, and I tried it, and I was like, I mean, it's okay. Like, I don't know if I was, like, dying, but I was like, it's fine. Like, it tastes fine.
What did you make? Okay, let's back up a second. The chicken where did the chicken come from? From this buffalo chicken.
So this is how you make it. You take a chicken. I bought a rotisserie chicken from the store. An organic, expensive ass, like nice chicken too. Then I got blue cheese crumbles. I got cream cheese. I got Frank's hot sauce or red hot
Frank's
sauce,
red hot.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that was it.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
And then I bought some cheddar cheese just because I forgot and wasn't sure. So I threw some of that on the top because I was like, whatever.
There's nothing wrong with having some cheese on the top, too.
Nope.
Yeah. And then you shred the chicken, you mix all that together, and you stick it in the oven, and it kind of melts into this like cheesy chicken, spicy-ish dip. That's it. That's the Super Bowl, like, breakfast of champions. So I tried it, and I was like, it tastes good. Like, I wasn't like, oh my God. I wasn't crying like Fairy and Devil, but I was like, it tastes like perfectly adequate to bring to a party. And hopefully this is what people will expect and enjoy. So I can therefore be popular. And it was just me and my youngest daughter because no one else wanted to go to this. So my youngest daughter is always down. She's like 7. And she's like, can I go? if there's cupcakes. And I'm like, sure. So we get there. I put it down. And first of all, my first sign that this might not go well was just like no one seemed to give a shit. I like put it down on the plate, the table, and I was like, look, I brought like hot made food from my oven. And everyone's just kind of like, yeah, I'm playing cards. And I was like, okay, whatever.
Oh my God, if that was a party, if I brought buffalo, like if anywhere in this state, if I showed up with hot buffalo chicken dip, people would swarm. It would be gone in an hour. What is with you people?
No. So nobody moved. They all continued to play cards. And I was like, okay, well, I hope it tastes okay if it's like not piping hot, because I don't really know what to do. So then eventually, like towards halftime, one of my coworkers goes over to the table and I was fishing at this point. I'm like, you might want to try the dip. It's supposed to be really good.
Oh, Lea, my heart hurts.
So he gets a plate and he brings it back to the table. And I watched him take a bite with like a lot of expectation. Like, okay, like you're going to love it. Megan, Amy promised me this is like the thing everyone loves. And he made a funny face. And I said, oh, is it too spicy for you? And then he spits into his hand and goes, it's not that it's too spicy, but there's a bone in it. So that's the whole story, is when I was deboning the chicken, or like, shredding the chicken, a chicken bone ended up in it. And
did anybody else eat any dip after that?
No one ate any dip.
I can't.
And now it's just sitting in my fucking fridge, like a whole plate of it. I've got a whole huge pan of this like organic chicken dip.
Oh,
and I'm just going to throw it away probably tonight, because I'm like, it's been like 3 or 4 days. Like, what am I going to do?
Oh my God.
So
I am so sorry.
It's not your fault. It's my fault. But it just taught me again, like, just bring a bag of chips. Like, no one gives a shit. Like,
you're like, I should have just stayed in my lane.
Yeah, I should have stayed in my lane and been like, here's
some Doritos and called it a day.
Here's some salsa. Godspeed.
Oh my God.
So,
like, I made chicken. I made it on Sunday, and between my husband and I, we almost finished it. Just between the two of us, I put it in a crock pot. It was like, and ate it all night.
If there was a bone in it, would it have stopped you from eating it?
No, I would have eaten. I would have taken the bone out.
Hope I don't get another one.
Just hope I don't get another one.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm from the land of like crab, so like almost always you're going to get a little crab shell in your food, and you just spit it out and you keep eating. Like, buck up.
So my coworkers So my coworkers left just to set the stage for the Super Bowl party. And no shade on them, because I didn't give a shit. I mean, I was like, go Eagles for Megan, but that was like about it. There was, because I watched most of the game, there was like a time when like it was, like the scores were flip-flopping a lot. It was kind of tense. Well, I mean, not really, but I knew it was tense for Megan. And like the score, things were happening, and it looked like the game was like, who could win? I don't know. And my coworkers were all like, let's go get boba. And then they all left to go get boba. And I was just like me. And then like the one dude who was interested in the game, we're still sitting there.
That's amazing. With your uneaten buffalo.
With my uneaten buffalo wing things. I was like,
and your daughter?
And my daughter, who was on like her 25th cupcake at that
I was just going to say, I bet she just sat and ate cupcakes.
Because I bought tiny store-bought cupcakes that were Valentine's
Oh, Lea, I'm sorry. And it's so funny, because I like told my whole family. I was like, oh, because they know about Amy and Lea, obviously,
and they know the
dip. And I told, like, and Dane was very interested. My son was very interested, and he kept going, did Lea take her dip yet? Does everyone like it? He asked like 3 times. So then I had to tell him, I'm like, well, apparently she had a bone left in it. He looked like devastated. I was like, I would have kept eating it if that was me.
Nobody. And I mean, I don't even know if they would. I don't even know if it was fully the bone. No one wanted it. No one ate it. It just sat there alone.
Maybe that's like a...
Nobody even opened up because you said, I was like, what should I serve it with? And you were like, tortilla chips. So I bought a whole bag of tortilla chips next to it. Nobody even opened that.
So he was just eating the dip like with a fork? Like not
I
dipping anything in it?
Because I didn't like it that much. So I had like a fork of it.
No, but I mean like your coworker who took some.
Oh yeah, he just had a plate.
I don't monster eats buffalo chicken dip with a fork.
Do you not do dip in California?
I mean, there's like guacamole and salsa and like all sorts of
hot dip. Yeah. You've never like, what about like a spinach and artichoke dip? Like,
I mean, or a crab dip.
I mean, yeah, look for New Year's, we're off topic. For New
I know
Year's,
we're 20 minutes in and we haven't even done anything Korean yet.
So I'm gonna bring it back to where I was going originally before this turned to my bone. This is a whole thing on just bones that aren't fun. No bone, no bone fun. And I feel like I should have a question about bones now, but I didn't. I just had the question that I was going to go with that I didn't even ponder. I just was thinking about when we were talking about the muscle dudes. And that is because when I was watching the Jungkook workout video and I was noticing the instructor being not ugly, I was like, let's look him up on Instagram. And then I was like, yeah, no, not ugly at all. And then I had this like epiphany of like, I don't like muscles until I really like muscles. And so I was thinking about it like in terms of K-drama, and like when you're watching K-drama,
for sure,
you feel like you're like more excited because like, are you more excited when you're seeing like jacked up dudes, or like, you know, like where do you land on that? Because also from romance, I feel like this has always been a thing. Like I wonder.
Right. Like, I mean, like when I'm writing a book and I'm describing a guy,
does he
he's
have to
never
have
a beefcake? He's never a beefcake. I think like, you know, when I think of muscular dudes in K-drama, I think of people like Park Seo-joon and An Bo-hyun, who they're not giant beefcakes with like no neck. They are lean muscled, and that is what I think is hot. I don't want you to be like as thick as a tree stump. Like that's not what attracts me. I mean, but I also don't mind a thin guy either, like a Lee Joon-gi. Like he's still strong. But yeah, not a beefcake.
How about you, Megan?
So I obviously lean towards like an An Bo-hyun body type, like clearly, like that's my body type. And when it comes to like Western, like movies and stuff, I want like a bigger dude. I almost want like a dad bod, like truly, like that's more up my alley. Like I would say like I love Lee Jong-suk. I truly do. But I loved him in While You Were Sleeping. But he is really thin, and like that's great, and like good for him, and whatever. Like I'm not body shaming, but I would say like when I'm watching, when I'm like judging how attracted I am, like I want a little bit more. I don't know, muscle. I don't know, and I'm like
bones.
Yeah, and I'm like a petite
I brought
person,
bones.
but I would say like, yeah, I like him a little beefier. Like I could actually go full beefy. Like if you gave me like a full beefy hero, like, Mad About You. Or no, Mad for Each Other. I'm sorry. Mad for Each Other.
Like Mad About
he
You.
Was
Paul
definitely,
Reiser?
He was definitely like a little bit on like the bigger, but
he wasn't
bigger.
like beefcakey. Like there's a difference. Like you can be. Like, that's why I say, like, there's, like, the lean muscle, which that's what I like. And then you've got, like, don't get me wrong, I love a Dwayne Johnson, but that's not the typical body type that I gravitate towards, right? Like, I
would prefer dad bod over heavily muscled. Like, I'm talking just, like, give me some, like, padding. That's what I prefer.
So, like, Jim Hopper.
I would say. Thank you. Jim Hopper is it. Thank you. Jim Hopper 100% would be, like, my ideal, but that's like just not even that's not in K-dramas.
No,
at least not
as a hero,
not as a romantic hero. That is so far out of their beauty standards. They would never. I mean, if you can find me a Korean Jim Hopper and make him a hero, that would be it. I'd be done for.
Well, the one I would say probably that I can think of that's the closest is An Jae-hong, who was also so he was in Reply 1988 as like the brother.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I do love him.
He was a sweetheart.
And he was in Fight for My Way, and then he was in Be Melodramatic.
Second lead.
I actually did really. I was actually. Well, his character. I didn't really love his character in Fight for My Way. That's probably the problem too.
His character.
Like I want him as like main lead hero. You know what I mean?
Be Melodramatic. That's
okay.
He's great in it. Actually, great in it. And for me, look, I'm just a hoe. I like it all. Like I will go from like the MC1, like tiny little like like Compact King hotness, all the way up to Dwayne Johnson. I'll go to The Rock. Like I really you just hit me in the right way and I'm in.
Well, right. That's it. Like it's the character too, right? Like what I mean, like when we're talking about like dramas or even like Western media, it's the character that they play. Like I don't know that I would automatically be drawn to a dad bod, but then I see Jim Hopper in Stranger Things and I'm like, oh, this man is hot. Like I don't usually dig a mustache, but I do on David Harbour when he's Hopper. So it all depends on the character as well.
Yeah. I really love Don Lee, like the Don Lee from Train to Busan, the guy with the guy with the pregnant wife. Yeah, loved him.
Yeah, and if I go back to like, I mean, it's been many minutes since I like dated or was like in the world of being like single, but I never had like in fact, I feel like I was kind of known for being like, I never like the fact I had such not a type. Like nothing, like every single person I ever got involved with was nothing like the other person.
That's good though.
Have you watched
The World Is Your Oyster? No.
Have you watched what?
Chernobyl?
No.
Okay, too bad, because there is a character in Chernobyl. Some of you listening have seen it, and I'm gonna just look up his name fast because I have a huge like boner for this dude, and I don't know why. And it like is not something that anyone in my family appreciates. So I need to talk about it here.
No one in my family appreciates.
No, not at all. Not even a little bit. So let me just pull up the cast.
Okay, I'm looking through the cast list here, and I'm wondering who it is.
Yeah, me too. Okay, I want to see if you can guess.
Is it? Oh man, Con O'Neill?
Maybe that sounds like it could be. Let's see.
Oh
no, not at all.
No. Okay, well then who is it?
I'm trying to pull it up, but it's not telling me. Keep talking and filling the air while I'm looking.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Jared Harris.
It is. I'm like, it's going to be Jared Harris. That's what I'm looking at.
Oh my God.
Lea! What?
I am super fucking hot for Jared Harris.
I love how he's the first one and I passed right over.
Well, that's why I'm scrolling through it. I'm like, I don't know who it's going to be.
And so look at him.
No offense to Jared Harris. Like, no offense to Jared Harris.
Look at his little outfit, like where he's dressed up like the scientist in his little suit and his little like nerd glasses. Look, this was a very much a type for me at one point in my life where I was like, give me the nerdiest, palest. Like, I don't know. I'm just into it. So
you can't. I mean, there he is, his little glasses.
Yeah, so no offense to Jared Harris. No, you can get it, my dear sir. Like I would apply for a whole pass from my husband to hit that.
Wow.
That's
well. So that kind of brings me to one of my questions. I don't think we're going with any sort of format here. We were talking about it before, but we're not, because that brings me to one of my questions that I want to ask you, Lea.
Go ahead.
Because it has to do with a certain actor, talking about hall passes. So I had like a couple fun questions for both of you. So I'm going to give Lea hers right now. And it's a would you rather with one of your favorite actors.
Is there a bone involved?
There could be. No. Well,
or boner alley.
All right.
Is there a boner alley involved?
So first, the actor is Yoo Yun-suk. Okay? Okay. So would you rather have a romantic date with Dr. An Jung-won, his character from Hospital Playlist, that ends with a chaste little kiss. That's it. Or be scowled at for an entire evening by his character from Mr. Sunshine, Gu Dong-mei, that ends with zero physical contact, but him rubbing one out in the shower while he hates himself for loving you.
Oh, Amy! You took a turn on that last one that I didn't expect, and I am so proud of you.
I am proud of you
That
too.
is
And
great.
it's not even a question. I want hate jack off.
I know.
Just furiously unleashing himself over his mad lust for me.
So here's, I'm going to add.
That was the best question you have ever come on.
Thank you. I'm pretty proud of it.
Slow clap.
I'm pretty proud of it.
Because I thought you were going to be like, oh, it's really physical at the end. I'm like, she's going to choose go to. What are you talking about?
You can have a little
Amy,
kiss, or he can have a sad shower masturbation
rub one
for you.
out.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I mean, honestly, I would pay money for him to do that.
So then here's my question. He has a drama, The Interest of Love, that dropped the end of 2022. Why have you not watched it yet?
Because A, my heart is fickle. B, I think this is where like this can open a door to more questions, which is are we here for the character or are we here for the actor?
Right.
And for him, I would say it's a bit of both. And so I really loved him as Gu Dong-mei for Mr. Sunshine. Like, I mean, he could, like I said, just probably like stab me with his samurai sword and I'd be like, yes, daddy, thank you. But I also really loved him in Reply 1994. And I really loved him in Hospital Playlist. So maybe, I don't know what Interest of Love. I mean, I think I heard some mess stuff, but it wasn't like he was.
Yeah,
like
I haven't watched it, so I don't know.
And I don't think I went into Reply 1994 or Hospital Playlist with him as like my driving reason. I just happen to love his characters both times. But look, I do. I love him. And I would say that, yeah, it's probably more that there's certain. I would say that I was really seeking out Kang Ha-neul in everything because I love him so much. And this was the thing I was going to unburden myself with tonight is I don't want to say I've stopped, but I may have stopped because I feel like I've been now burned enough Kang Ha-neul. Like I have tried. I've watched a horrific pirate movie.
I was going to say, did it start with the pirates?
I watched The Curtain Call, which was like so good in the first bit and then just kind of like to me just fizzled. I know other people kind of liked it, but honestly I think a lot of people have agreed it kind of didn't go anywhere great either. And so, you know, that one was like meh. I watched The Insider, which I was like really hyped on, and I was kind of like meh. So I don't know, because I mean he's good in all of them, he acts well in all of them, he's adorable in all of them. But I don't know. I was like, I don't know if I can just like blindly keep following you into all these dramas, hoping for the magic to come back. So I don't know what to do. I'm a little having like a K-drama bias crisis.
Yeah.
You know, I think he's interesting because he chooses just the widest variety of roles. And they almost like, it doesn't make sense to me.
And I respect that though. And I respect that.
I do too. But I'm just saying it's really hard to say like, like some actors, they kind of choose roles that are a little bit predictable for them. Like, you know, it's going to fit them. Like I would say An Bo-hyun to me is pretty much always picking roles that I can see him in. Like I'm not really ever surprised to see what he's in. I'm like, okay.
If it's masochistic, he's there.
Yeah. If he gets like beat up and almost dies and tears Megan's heart out, then like, yeah, like he's in it and I will watch it because he has proven to me at this point that like I'm going to like his dramas. But I would say not like, obviously I had a really bad run with Ji Chang-wook where I wasn't liking what he was in, but then
that's a great example. That's a great example.
But then he came through and chose If You Wish Upon Me, which I do believe was a fantastic role for him. That was a good choice in my opinion. And I don't know what he's going to choose next. We'll see, but I think too, like sometimes they just want to like try different things. So
which they
them
should.
work it
I'm
out.
just saying that, like, yeah.
But I get it. But I get you feel almost like you're like not loyal. Like that's the way that's why I felt with Ji Chang Wook. I'm like, oh my god, I'm not like loyal to him. But like Sound of Magic was so bad.
Yeah, I'm starting to like notice that. Like, I'm kind of like, okay, if I was like gonna bet on my horses, like Byung Yo-han is coming up like hot right now. So let's see. I don't want him to blow it because he's got some good stuff coming, and he is.
Oh really? Because I feel like I haven't seen him in.
Yeah, he's got like he's. I'll look up while I want to hear Amy what you have to say, and then I'll figure out what he's got coming on deck.
What I have to say about like getting burned out on an
or
actor?
do you have like? Do you feel like you follow actors loyally, or will you kind of?
I do. I mean, I still think that I do. Like, you know, I think what's hard is that like my two favorites are, you know, Gong Yoo and Lee Min-ho. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, just lost my voice there for a second. And I have followed them both, but the thing is that Gong Yoo hasn't done like dramas aren't his thing right now. And so when he comes out with one, like The Silent Sea, and you get really hyped up for it because he hasn't been in a new drama for like 3 years. And then it turns out to be this, you know, bananas, you know, sci-fi that, don't get me wrong, I love banana sci-fi, but it was not bananas in a good way for us. You know, that was disappointing. And it's like you want to see them recreate the magic that made you fall in love with them again. And so I get when that doesn't happen, that's really hard to take. And that happened to me once with Lee Min-ho. You know, like I've talked about it before that I didn't love Personal Taste, and no offense to anybody who did, but it just didn't hit me in the right way. But everything else has landed for me that he's done, that I've watched, right? Mm-hmm. I still have the City Hunter DVDs. I have to do that still. So yeah, I mean, it's hard because, you know, like you're saying with Kang Han-ul, like we first saw him in Heirs, and as like a not small, but like as a side character, he was really impactful in that drama. Like he was
I feel like he stole all of his scenes.
Yes, like you remember everything that he does, and he was amazing. And then you've got, you know, When the Camellia Blooms, and it's like, oh my gosh, this man and his giant mouth and his, you know, drone energy, like it's everything.
And Midnight Runners.
And Midnight Runners was a great movie. We love Midnight Runners.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, like it's hard to get disappointed, but I haven't given up. Like if Gong Yoo comes out with a new drama tomorrow, I'm watching it. Right.
Right.
Like I'm not giving up on him.
But yeah,
I mean, but if it kept being Silent Seas and Subak and stuff like that, then I don't know. Because I know what he can do when he's given the opportunity to do it. And I'm not blaming him for choosing different stuff where the story doesn't work for me. So I want to see that magic again that made me fall in love with Goblin, and that made me fall in love with Coffee Prince and stuff like that.
So just to give you a quick shout out, Byung Yo-han, who is currently leading my horse race of K-drama biases, he's got his first drama in a while coming out this year, and it's called Uncle Sam's Sick, Uncle Sam's Sick, and it is a kind of a bromance set in 1960s Korea, where he returns back from a study abroad in the US to help like redevelop the country, like as it's going through its economic like upswing. And then the other main role in it is Song Kang-ho, who is from Parasite, who's the dad from Parasite.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just saying, like, Byung Yo-han is a good actor, and I think he does bromance.
I was going to say, he does bromance so well.
And so I just feel like this is going to be really good, and I don't know, yeah, I think he's going to crush it, honestly.
I hope he does.
And if you want to follow him on Instagram, look, I didn't think I had a thing for dudes who love dogs. I have a thing for dudes who love dogs. And he has this like poodle and he like puts barrettes in it, and like he loves the shit out of his dog, and it's hot.
I will say that like not talking about pets, but talking about actors again, like I still have my main two biases. I still have my you know, Lee Min-ho pillow on my bed behind me. It's never going away in my Gong Yoo calendar over there. But I am noticing that there are new actors that I'm getting into that I want to start following and see what they do. Like Rawoon is one of them, and I'm excited to watch more stuff with him. I won't stop. I mean, Megan's going to get so sick of me talking about Lee Ha-joon in
No,
in
I
Bad
will
and
never
Crazy.
get sick of you. I will no. You can talk about Lee Ha-joon in Bad and
I'm
Crazy
sending her
until
screen
the day we
recordings.
die.
I'm sending her screen recordings of him while I'm watching Bad and
She's
Crazy.
never done
which
that
she's already watched. But like when somebody just kind of comes out of nowhere, like I loved him in Little Women. I loved him. But he didn't get center stage in that drama, and so we didn't get to see so much of what he can do. And this role, this character in Bad and Crazy, I cannot get enough of him. And I'm like savoring this drama. Like I have to watch it in like 2 weeks. And I'm already halfway done and I don't want to be done with it. So I'm kind of watching it very slowly because he's so endearing and
I get it.
I can't handle it.
I watched that drama again kind of alone, and we hadn't planned on covering it for the pod. I was like, I'm just gonna give it a shot because I love Lee Ha-joon, and I was like, I put it on our schedule. I'm like, guys, you gotta give this a shot. I
so
really
happy
think it's underrated.
I'm so happy you put it on the schedule because
it's so fun. Well, what's the thing is, it's Lee Dong-wook, who is like veteran, respected, amazing actor, and the fact that Lee Ha-joon is I don't even think they're overshadowing each other.
No, they're not. It's just he's new to me. And
complimentary. Yeah. But I just mean the fact that he can hold his own side by side with Lee Dong-wook is amazing. And so you can send me screen recordings of that all the time. I mean, I'm waiting. I'm very excited. You guys know I love Woo Wan. So he's back from the military now, and I'm ready. I'm ready for his time to shine. Let's get to it. You know what I mean? I know I think he has 2 dramas coming up. I think one might be historical, but another one he's like, look, all I know is he's a boxer and he's bloody.
Okay.
And I'm like, sign me up. Yep. That is the one I want. So I'm very, very excited about that one. And yeah, he's kind of the up and coming. I wouldn't call him up and coming, but
he's younger, though. Yeah,
on the younger side, that's who I'm watching.
We had you at least 31, so
yeah.
And I guess going back into a slight baby, but somebody else who just got out of the military in the last couple of days, honestly, is Baekhyun from EXO.
Yes!
And I loved him in Moon Lovers, which neither of you have seen, but oh my god, crushes it. And so I cannot wait to see the military glow up and taking some acting roles again, because he was outstanding in that drama.
I fully believe he'll do more acting roles. I just think that that's part of, obviously he's a great singer. He'll stay in EXO, but
he's the whole package.
Yeah, he is. He is the full package. So and he has such a dedicated fan base. He is a soloist as well. And so, they're going to put him in dramas. They're going to be calling for sure. And I'm happy for him. I hope he's in stuff too.
So Amy, do you have a gross question for Megan?
I have a would you rather, but it's not a gross one. It's just a decision, but it didn't I wrote Megan's first and I was like, oh, I need to do one for Lea. And yours just took a turn. So, but I do have one for you, Megan.
No, Leah's was great.
Okay. So, would you rather spend one day being adored by both An Bo-hyun and Ji Chang-wook, but after that day, you never even remember it happened? Or 1 hour in the same room as them, all 3 of you are in one room for an hour. They pretty much ignore you, but you remember it for the rest of your life.
That's mean!
You could have this glorious experience that you just never remember.
Yeah. I would have the glorious experience that I would never remember, I think.
Yeah.
I don't want a memory where they ignore me. Especially, oh my god, if An Bo-hyun ignored me like that, I would never recover.
But you would remember being in a room with him for an hour.
No, it would.
No,
it would
you know
hurt
what would
my heart.
happen is you'd have a threesome, and then someday you'd see them again, and you wouldn't know why, but just a little tear would come down your cheek.
Just spontaneous single tears.
And I'd have this jade ring as a memory.
Yeah,
and I didn't know where I got
and then
it.
you'd wake up
your
crying,
OST
like,
would
I
start.
miss you. Yeah, I miss you.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny because
you.
one of the things I was going to ask you guys about was OSTs. Like, do you guys have a favorite? Like, no, I don't want to say do you have a favorite OST. We can talk about that, but okay, I'm putting this the wrong way. So I've always loved like soundtracks, like movie soundtracks and stuff like that. Like when I was younger, I have the soundtrack to Back to the Future on vinyl. I have the soundtrack to Xanadu on vinyl, like the original from the 80s. And then, when I got a CD player, I started collecting, CD soundtracks. Like I loved the Baz Luhrmann Romeo and Juliet soundtrack. I loved the soundtrack to the movie Singles. I loved one of Leah's favorite movies, Reality Bites. I loved that soundtrack. But I don't have the same sort of emotional attachment to Western soundtracks that I do to K-drama soundtracks, because K-drama soundtracks are very specifically chosen and the songs are very specifically used, right? Like to give you that sort of Pavlovian effect. Like you could have 20 episodes of a drama, and in those 20 episodes, you'll hear the same songs over and over again because they're meant, for a desired effect. And I mean, just the best example I can think of is the song Who Are You by Sam Kim from Goblin. And it's the one that's playing during all the super heightened emotional scenes in Goblin, especially that one in Quebec in the second half that I'm not going to give away, but if you know, you know. And I rewatched that scene today, like when I was thinking about soundtracks. And I guess my question is, like, do you think that this is something that's kind of brilliant that they do, like using these songs over and over again and creating that effect? Or do you tire of songs when you hear them over and over again?
This actually leads into one thing I was going to talk about today. But so when I first started K-dramas, I didn't like it. I'm like, why are they playing the same song? Oh my God, this is so annoying. Like I didn't like it. Now I freaking love it because to me, it's almost, I don't want to say they're like jingles. I don't really.
But it has that sort of effect, something. Right? Yeah, it's a signal.
Yeah, it has like a jingle effect to me. So like, it was funny. You sent me that clip from Bad and Crazy today. And it's at the very end of an episode, so the like OST song kicks in. It's like this.
I watched the opening because I love that music.
It is so good, and it like brought me back immediately. Like it's just like it was like, I don't know, 4 bars, and it like brought me immediately back. And I was like, oh my God, I could watch that whole drama again right now. And you like mentioned OSTs today, so I went back and I remember. The OST from Military Prosecutor Doberman was so good. And I don't remember like all the lyrics like now, but the lyrics like totally fit the theme of the drama. And it's like, as soon as you hear that beginning riff at the end of every episode, it like gets me hyped. Like, I'm like, yeah, because it's usually like ends on a cliffhanger, and then it's like the music kicks in. I would say Lawless. I'm picking all ones that are like
actiony, but those are the ones that like it.
Yeah, those are the ones that like get me excited. They get me pumped. They make like my heart race. And Lawless Lawyer has a very similar one. It's very distinctive, and they would play it at the end of every episode. Obviously, that's what they do. And so now it's like one of my favorite things about K-dramas and C-dramas, because like Love Between Fairy and Devil had that one song, and every time
so good.
I was promoting the Love Between Fairy and Devil episode in our Instagram stories.
I've used that song in my stories like so much. Yeah.
And I put that song, and immediately I was like, oh my God, I want to go back and watch this drama now. So like, those songs are like crack and they work. And so now I'm like, it's freaking genius. And I love them, and I don't get sick of them, even when it's like Michael learns to rap. I was just like, bring it on. Yep. I will bring it on.
Yeah, and there's like somewhere I might not love the drama, but I love the song, and so I'm going to give one specific example, and that is Descendants of the Sun. I love the song that's by Gummy, which is the You Are My Everything. And a fun fact also about that singer is that she is married to what's his name? Jo Jong-suk from Hospital Playlist, like, you know, our favorite liver transplant surgeon in real life. But anyway, that song, I don't know what it is, but I think it's like such an earworm for me. And so even though I didn't love the drama a ton, I love that song and it feels like really evocative to me. And then, I mean, just to like go join Amy and beat the dead horse that is Goblin at this point. The Goblin Dead Horse, the Goblin OST is, I mean, Beautiful by Crush is so good. Like, I can't, like, I Will Come to You for Snow or whatever, like that one.
Round and Round by Hayes, however you say it, yes.
Yeah, Round and Round, I mean, like, just that whole soundtrack just crushes it to me.
Yeah.
Across the board. And so I love it because I think it feels very much like, yeah, that jingle where you can just play a couple bars and I'm going to have that feeling. And even like for a song like Descendants of the Sun, which I didn't love the whole drama, there were parts of the drama I really loved. Like I will never, ever, ever not love the really iconic, that's like shown all the time for good reason, scene where they're on the tarmac and you see, you see the hero just with all the swag, like getting off like the military helicopter with like the aviator sunglasses and her scarf like whips into the air and he picks it up. And I mean, that's just like, it's a beautifully shot, iconic moment. And when I hear that song, I get like the feeling I got watching that scene. And so, yeah, I love it.
Because I love having those feelings over and over again too.
Yeah.
like it's
a memory. Music is a memory.
It is.
And yeah.
And music is important to me. Like I like the emotion attached to music. And like I said, while I do like music in Western media, like, you know, in like movie soundtracks and stuff, it doesn't have the same effect as having these songs played at certain times throughout, 12 to 20 episodes.
And there's a song sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, in a way, it like tells you how to feel, and like
you don't have a choice
every time.
Like, you don't have a choice at some point. Like you're like, oh, this is
like,
the sad part because this music is playing.
Yeah. You are signaling to me how to feel, and you know what? I'm falling for it. Like hook, line, and sinker. It was funny because I saw this clip of Lord of the Rings, and it was one of the Uruk-hai, and he was like looking at one of like the Rivendell, Rivendell riders, or maybe one of the, I don't remember. It doesn't matter. It was like one of the good guys. And of course the scene in the movie, it's like they want to kill each other, but someone put this like romantic music in the background. And I was like, oh my God. Yeah. This is a romance.
It changes the whole thing.
It changed the way they were looking at each other. I was like, they're gonna fuck. Like it is, it is like, and so anyway, it like made me think of that too. But like, yeah, go ahead and manipulate me. Tell me how to feel. Like, I'm falling for it.
And another song that I love, speaking of falling for, is the, I'm falling for your, it's the Christmas trees song from Our Beloved
great.
Summer.
Yes.
Which I still don't understand why it's Christmas trees. Because it's like, I don't understand. I don't understand why it's called Our Beloved Summer. And I don't understand why the song is called Christmas Trees. And it doesn't matter.
Nope.
Honestly, that song made me like that drama more.
I think it made me like it more too.
Yeah.
I mean, the music can have that effect, right? Like it can make you like a scene probably more just because of the song that's playing.
It just had this like nice indie vibe to it, like felt like something on vinyl. And I feel like that was the vibe of the drama too.
And
so,
like, this kind of leads me into like something that I was thinking about today. When I first started watching like obviously you have to like get used to like how K-dramas are shot. Like they have like their own unique way they're done, and I want them to stay that way. Like I don't want them to be westernized. But I remember, like, especially when I first started watching Crash Landing on You, okay? And it's that scene where she's like in the tree in her parachute. Okay, and Captain Ree comes and he like points his gun at her, and then she tries to get out of her parachute and she falls. She crash lands into his arms. Okay, and they show that scene 3 different angles, like in slow-mo, like 3 different times. Like And I remember thinking, why are they doing, like, oh my God, we already saw this. Why are they doing this from 2 different angles, 3 different angles, and slow-mo, okay? And then I realized that that's kind of like a K-drama thing. Like, that is what they do. And at first I was like, ugh, like, what is this? And now I fucking love it. Like, if there is an important scene and you don't give me 3 angles, 2 different slow-mos, like, I don't want it. Like, give it to me in every way you can. Like, I want
a close-up. I want a wide.
I want a close-up. I want it done 3 times. Like, now I want it. And it was really funny because I was watching The Last of Us. Like, it was like these action-y, tense scenes. And I'm like, where's my fucking slow-mo replay? Where is it? Like, I wanted that in 3 different angles and slow-mo and a close-up.
They even did it in Fairy and Devil. Like, it's a thing, you know, like they...
Yeah! Like, how fucking rude that Western media doesn't... Like, I was pissed. I was like, I want all my angles. And I want my slow-mo. Like, that is what I expect now. And if you don't give it to me, I'm pissed off.
Okay, Western directors,
like,
please go to film school in South Korea. Thank you.
Just
good day.
Give us our slow-mo and our angles.
And 3 times.
And our zoom. Like, that's what we want. And we want the same scene replayed 3 different times. Like, over 30 seconds. Why are you not giving that? But it, like, I know we're laughing, but like, I love that now. Yeah. Love it.
It's not even, is it a trope or it's a convention, I guess you'd say. Like, it's a K-drama convention. Yeah. And I love it.
Yeah, it's a convention.
I absolutely love it.
I love it too.
Like, when they go in for that first kiss 3 times, like, yeah, I love it.
I want it 3 times, and I want it from like the right, the left, the top, the bottom,
inside the mouth.
They should both be wearing GoPros. Like,
well, I will say that
I want Miss Frizzle like inside the mouth in the school bus.
If you want the NSFW of, because we still haven't watched The Handmaiden, like as a group for the pod, and I know we need to.
Oh, I know.
But
I want to.
We do have a scene of like sapphic love, where the camera is in a very private place. Great. And so when the mouth comes down, you're like right,
wow.
right there.
See? That's what we want.
Kim Tae-ri leaves nothing on the floor in that scene.
She is so good. Oh, I love her.
Yeah. I mean, it's hot. It's really hot. You cannot watch it if there is anyone in the house who cannot see what is essentially legitimately, without hyperbole, like softcore porn to like, yeah, basically softcore porn. Like, you really...
I feel like my kids, they just ignore what I watch now. No, they know I'm just watching.
If they walked in and saw like camera on a wide open vagina, they'd probably be like, Mom!
There's full wide shot scissoring.
Damn.
Like,
this was Kim Tae-ri's first role, right? Didn't you say that?
I'm not sure if it was
or like one of her first.
Yeah,
it was an early one. Yeah,
she crushes it. But like, I'm just saying, it's good and it's incredibly sexy. And so I was like, I watched that after seeing Mr. Sunshine because I'm like, I love her. I want to see something else she's done. And I'm like,
what?
Hang on a second, she doesn't even like kiss in Mr. Sunshine, and now I've seen like her whole new world.
Yeah. A whole new world.
I think, and it's not like, I mean, yes, I do think that The Handmaiden will be shocking for a lot of people, but I was going to say, it's not like nudity shocks me, but I think when you watched it, it was so early in like earlier in our K-drama watching where it felt like everything was so chaste, and then you're like, oh, film is different.
Yeah, and I mean, I wouldn't say that I was shocked. I just say, my disclaimer is, don't watch it when your kids are going to walk in the room, because it is like overtly sexual. It's not just like, I mean, yeah, it's like, I don't know how.
That's the point. It's like an affair. So it's like, yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, it's like, it's a celebration of like female love for each other and like the physical embodiment of it. And it's hot and it's super intense. And there's like a lot of like, and it's not just for being salacious. Like, it's all grounded very much in development and plot. And so it's not just male gay. I mean, it is directed by a male director, but it doesn't feel, even with the camera, like, you know, in the pussy, essentially, like, it doesn't feel gratuitously male gaze at all. It feels very subversively female pleasure.
Cool. No, I do. I know you've been telling us to watch it, and I do want to watch it.
Well, because here's like a small thing I just was going to put out there, because I've been watching a lot of BL lately. It just hits me in this
too.
like, good angst crack place right now. But
Yeah.
I have a little wag of the finger to like, where are like our sapphic stories? Because I like BL and I like seeing love and like all its expressions, but I don't need to just see I was like, where are the ladies who are like loving the ladies, or just people loving people that like don't have labels on it? So I feel as if I don't want to like, no, because sometimes I get worried, like, I don't want to feel like I'm like watching too many, and then it feels like fetishizing, but I know I'm not doing that. But I'm also like, I want to see like all expressions of love, and really I'm not seeing any, like, if we're going to call it boy love, which I don't love calling it boy love, but whatever, male, I'd like to see some, girl love, woman love, sapphic love, as well as just like people love in general.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I 100% agree with you. That I would, I still say that I wish 2521 was a sapphic romance. I will say that till the day I die, and I think she had more chemistry with this like enemies to lovers female friendship, Kim Tae-ri. I mean, she had more chemistry with that whole relationship than she did with like the hetero relationship.
Yeah, it sounds so. Yeah, it sounds so hot. Just
it was an amazing friendship, and I honestly just like, I wish they just would have given that to us, and I would have been so down. It was the best relationship ever.
I mean, and the thing is just like, I'm not trying to do it to play like a woke card either. It's just like the diversity of love and experiences. Like, this is what we're like here for. And so I just want to see it in like all of its expressions, basically. And so,
well, and also a lot of the Thai BLs are they also like bring up LGBTQ plus issues within the country. Like, Not Me. That was like, that was like a thing that they were talking about. There's a trans character. And so, but yet they're mostly pumping out BLs, so like, give us the range.
Yeah. And I've noticed there's a lot of like trans women characters. I mean, not a lot, but there are in Thai BL too. I noticed a lot. There's trans women characters, never trans men characters.
That is true. I mean, tons of trans. I think every BL I've seen, there's a trans woman character.
And again, I'm not trying. Look, this is not me like trying to like. I mean, I appreciate that like we are all on a journey, and like Western media has a long way to go in many things too. I'm just saying that me just sitting here spitballing into like a podcast about like the kind of stories I want to watch, I kind of don't care where I'm getting them too. Like, I will get them from any of these places. Like, I will get them from the West. I will get them from Asian entertainment. I will take them from, literally wherever. I'd like to see more kind of like diverse experiences, like diversity in having happy ever afters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. But you have me on a Thai BL.
Yeah, I'm on a BL bender too, just because it's the angst for me. Like, I was thinking about what it is, and it's
so good.
The angst is so good, and I'm talking about angst. Like, if you haven't like gotten into BL much at this point, it's not really angst like tied to like gay panic. It's angst tied to like circumstances and characters, like drama. So it's never about them catching feelings for like someone of the same sex. That wouldn't be interesting to me. And I mean, there are BLs that do that, but I feel like now we're past that, and now we're onto just like angst is grounded in like the conflict of the story in some way,
which is good.
Yeah, I mean, because that's what I'm interested in. It's much more interesting to watch.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, every couple like dramas now, I'm like, give me just like an angsty, cracked out BL.
Yeah, I know. And I will say, everyone is talking about, was it Love to Hate You or Hate to Love You?
We have I feel like that's the number one drama that I'm getting written about right now is that.
I think I'm going to watch that after Hit the Spot.
It's Hate to Love You.
I'm going to finish.
Right? Is that what it is?
It's Hate to Love You.
Hate to Love You, yeah.
Hate to Love You? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was Love to Hate You or Hate to Love You.
Everyone is watching and loving that.
Yeah, and it does look really good. And it has the coma guy.
I know.
From Flower of Evil.
I know.
And he still has the long hair, huh?
Yeah, he's super hot. Super. He's the second lead, though. He's the second lead. I mean, which is not bad.
He is, but
yeah.
I heard both are good. I heard both, like, yeah. So I think
I
I'm gonna
want to
watch
see
that.
him when he's not psycho.
Yeah, no.
Me too. I want to see him when he's not like, oh,
I kill people. I'm naughty.
I know. So I think I might, yeah. But we're gonna watch it.
Yeah, no, I've been wanting to watch that, so I think
I might squeeze it in. I don't think it's very long, or maybe
No, I think it's very short.
Yeah, then we gotta watch that.
Yeah, right. And then I think that I'm just looking I'm just looking for all the feels right now is my thing. I just want feels upon feels upon feels. I'm in my feelings moment right now. I just anything that's going to give me feels. I mean, I'm usually there.
Yeah, because I freaking like Love Between Fairy and Devil really did fuck me up.
Okay, I think it is Love to Hate You now. I'm looking it up again.
Oh,
it is?
Never mind.
Okay. Yeah, I think it is Love
to Hate You.
On Asian Wiki, it's Love to Hate You.
Okay. But Moon Supreme.
Oh, yeah, there's 10 episodes.
Like, I'm still messed up. And I feel like I haven't. It's like so hard to get into. I don't know. Get into something. Like, goddamn Moon Supreme, you know? So I almost might rewatch something, I think, that gives me a bunch of feels. I don't know. And damn Sarah from K Drama This.
With I Am Not a Robot.
I Am Not a Robot. Slayed me. It made from posting about it.
It made me want to just like stop my whole life and rewatch I'm Not a Robot.
Yeah, I was like, damn you. She was posting like clips of like the big like
very emotional
scenes.
Oh, she posted when he threw the glass.
Yes, the reset scene. I was dying, like the whole thing. And so,
well, I know I'm also going to watch Summer Strike soon because so far MC1 has not let me down. He's just been a sleeper standout for me, like since Run On, which was like the drama I thought I was going to hate and then really like somehow. But this one, he is like a stuttering librarian.
Oh my God.
And I'm like,
what? Seriously?
Yes. And I was like,
Summer Strike?
Summer Strike. And he plays a stuttering librarian. And I was like, done.
Oh my God, he's so cute.
He's so cute.
When does this come out?
It's out. It's been out. And I think
it's
a little
God, he
on the
looks so
quiet
good.
side. He just, I just love him.
Oh my gosh, he's got longer hair. He's got like long BTS hair in it.
I know.
Holy shit.
I just think he's great in everything. He really hits that, like I said earlier when I was talking about like my like Jared Harris situation. Like, but then I have MC1. Like, I really just kind of like a wide range. My heart is very big and expansive.
Wait, Lea, this... Are you kidding me? So it's about the heroine. She gets dumped by her boyfriend. Her mother dies, so she quits her job and moves to a small village. There she meets residents, including Ande Bum, which is MC1, and gets to know them. And he works as a librarian. He hardly talks to people, but when he does, he talks with a stutter, but somehow he gets comfortable and happy being with her.
Oh my God, come on.
Shut
I
the
did not
front
even know
door.
about this.
Are you kidding me?
What the hell?
I know.
And it's only 12 episodes. Okay, so this and Love to Hate You have to go on our list.
It just sounds really cute and sweet and kind of soft. Like maybe watching this in conjunction with something that's like a little bit more like high stakes, but I have a feeling this is going to be like a sweet love by the sea kind of like happy vibe.
I will be straight up. I had not even heard of that.
I hadn't either.
And that sounds so good.
Yeah, I am so down for this.
He's so sweet, and I'm like really into MC1 too. Not as much as you, but I'm into him.
Yeah, I mean, after Strangers from Hell, you know what I know.
Like, I'm just very into this picture of him on the cover. Like
me too.
Yeah,
that hair.
Yes,
he's got like longer permed hair. Basically,
I said it's BTS
and I also
hair.
love
it's current members of BTS hair.
I love his Instagram because after Run, I don't know why I find it so endearing, but he runs. And he posts his times a lot, and he's like a fast runner. Really? And so I'm always like, look at you go, buddy. Like, you're a fast little runner. Like, good for you. Yeah, he's kind of like a middle distance runner, and he's good.
Aw, Neil's been like, that's like his thing. Did I tell you he signed up for the Philadelphia Marathon?
Oh, wow.
Damn.
In, whatever, November, October.
Wow.
One of those. Yeah. I've signed, I told him to sign me up, but I'm for the 8K, and I'm like, oh, God.
Oh,
I'll probably walk a lot of it, but that's okay.
that's okay.
People do.
It's totally
I was like,
fine.
it's
You can
5
walk-
miles.
you can walk a full
I can walk
marathon.
the
you
whole
can do it.
5
You
miles.
can start a couch to 5K program right now and get yourself to an 8K right quick.
I know. I'll be fine. But yeah, he's really into that too. But I like, well, obviously I like An Bo-hyun's Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of what he posts are food trucks people send him. He
Yes.
gets food trucks all the fucking time.
People send him food trucks?
That's like a thing where they like send you a food truck to like your filming location.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they
your
do that
fans
in
do.
dramas too, so I guess that's a real
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, and like your fans do it, or your and then they like
Friends
also
will
have
do
like
it.
your picture.
Yeah, friends will do it to like embarrass you.
And he's always posting like where he actually is fairly active on Instagram. Thank God. Like, thank you, An Bo-hyun. I love him so much. I really do. I am so ready for another An Bo-hyun role. I don't know what he's filming right now. I kind of just want to be surprised on what he's coming out with next. Because, like, Military Prosecutor Doberman had like the most sedate, non-existent romance. I didn't care. He still would like do anything for the female lead. He got beat to shit, almost died, of course, because that is what An Bo-hyun does in his roles. But it was still a really good drama. Because that's the thing. I was watching clips again today because I was like, what was the OST? I remember really liking it. And then as soon as like it came on, the like dun, 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 I was like, oh my God, I remember now. So good.
Well, the last thing I'm going to get off my chest, I think,
Okay.
is WTF Yumi Cells 3. Because I need freaking Yumi Cells 3. And I'm just annoyed that, like, we don't know if we're getting a Yumi Cells 3. Because I know it's controversial to like Yumi Cells, but I was all in on Yumi Cells 1. Then realized, holy shit, this is like a webtoon that has 3 different seasons with 3 different suitors. And then finally I was like, fuck it, I'm going for it. So I did Yumi Cell 2. An Bo-hyun was better in Yumi Cell 2.
See, that is, I almost feel like I can't handle it.
He's better. He is better. And what's more important, because you don't like love triangles, but the lead in season 2, Yubabi, who is played by Jin Young from GOT7.
I know, he's so hot.
He's hot, but he's so green flag. And so the thing is, though, is that An Bo-hyun is also green flag in this. And so they're both green flag. And it's so good.
That's a good love triangle, right? Like Megan, you liked the love
But neither
triangle.
of them are going to get. But neither of them are going to get the girl.
I know, but I'm saying like Megan, you liked the love triangle in Fairy and Devil, so maybe a love triangle done well.
I mean, I don't think it's going to be done. They're not going to get the. Neither of those both girls are getting the girl.
Right.
And Jin Young.
Yeah, I can't believe they haven't like announced information. I will say every once in a while we get tweets about Yumi Cell 2.
It's just that the third one is like, come on, just like bring home the deal. And so the end of the at the end of the second one, look, it's not really a spoiler because anyone who like is going to go into Yumi Cells, I feel like you need to know that like Endgame will be season 3. At the very end of season 2 is when she meets the hero of season 3, but the way they shoot it, you don't know who it is. You see like a hand, like you get introduced to the character and you see them shake hands and there's like a close up of their hands and that's it. So it could be anybody.
Yeah, it could be anyone.
But it's just like, it keeps like just popping in my mind like every couple of weeks. I'm like, damn, Yumi Cells, like they better close the loop on that.
Right.
Yeah,
because it's emotionally painful and lovely and I need it to end. And I need like to know the other 2 characters are going to be okay. But Jin Young's off to Jin Young's joining the military too.
I thought I just saw that announcement. Right? Isn't that like recent?
Yeah, I think he's going like soon.
Right. I mean, they like just announced it or whatever. Oh man.
So
I don't know.
I was gonna say I want to maybe like add in a little bone to pick, not with either of you, but like going back to our favorite actors. I'm just looking on Asian Wiki, and like the only thing that Gong Yoo has coming up is Squid Game 2. That's listed so far. And you know that's just going to be probably a cameo again.
Yeah.
Whereas I know that we've talked about it before, but Lee Min Ho's new drama coming this year that takes place in space. It's a romance in space where he is an OBGYN. and he falls in love with an astronaut in space.
Okay.
I'm here for it.
I'm here for it.
Set in a space station and on Earth, a romance takes place between Korean OBGYN Gong Ryong, Lee Min Ho, and Korean-American astronaut Eve Kim, Kang Hyo-jin. That's all there is, and I don't care. I'm watching that. That's all.
And if Gong Yu doesn't want to be booked and busy, I hope it's because he is just experiencing some sort of transcendent love in his own life.
I hope so too. I want the man to be happy, but I also want to see him more. I'm selfish like that.
Agreed. It's not selfish. I mean, it's, he was
put on this earth for my entertainment.
Yeah. Dance, lucky dance.
So I actually did look up. I did hear about this. An Bo-hyun's going to be in See You in My 19th Life, which I think is just kind of like it's a romance, which meaning it's not like an action romance, which is often what he chooses. So, but on Asian Wiki, so I guess it's a webtoon, there is a comment that says, the main female lead is perfect, but I think An Hyo-sup or Nam Joo-hyuk would have been better for the main male lead role. And I'm going to fight. I'm sorry. You don't think An Bo-hyun is good enough?
I think the others were all good they named, but
yeah, but no one compares to An Bo-hyun. So I love to see him in a good action role, but the last two roles, he either got shot in the head, point blank, or just beat to shit. So you know what?
Or he's in Yumi Cell, not getting the
girl.
Well, but it's his own fault.
I want him to get the girl.
It's his own fault in Yumi Cells.
It is his own fault. Well, he's the one who chooses these stupid roles.
Yeah, so he chooses pain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he always chooses pain. He likes to look. He likes to look bloody, I guess.
I mean,
have we seen him?
But I'll definitely watch him in that.
Yeah, we haven't seen him just be happy ever.
Man, they love this. They love the trope of going back in time and reappearing as your younger self. You know what I mean? Because that's what this drama is about.
All right.
Interesting.
So
okay,
we've unscripted this for some time. I think we need to find an off-ramp here.
I think we did a good job, though. Mm-hmm. I mean, we somehow segued.
That was fun.
We somehow segued from topic to topic without much dead air.
It's like we're pros.
It's like we've been doing this.
I know.
Wow.
So I think that basically, if you like it, let us know. If you hate it, let us know. But just
nicely though,
be nice about it.
Yeah, don't be a dick about it.
We're fragile.
I'm actually not fragile, but I have to
I am.
You are fragile, and that's fine. You're allowed to be fragile, and but here's the thing: is anyone is entitled to their opinions, and anyone's entitled to give feedback. And we have, I am open and receptive, and honestly curious to know where people are at and all the things. And I feel as an adult human who tries to be showing up with some level of kindness, just give the. I don't need.
And
people
always
to just
happy
be,
to learn and grow.
Yeah, but I don't need people to be nice to me and be you have to be nice for me to listen. But we also don't need you to just be I fucking hate this. This was stupid.
You can think that, but yeah, you can think that, but
but use your nice words,
right.
How would you talk to somebody
if you were face to face with us?
If
you were face to face with us, you wouldn't say I fucking hate this.
This was so stupid. You guys are lame.
Yeah. And so, and don't say lame ever anyway.
Yeah, actually, I was actually just going to say that. I'm that was actually a really ableist word. Don't say lame.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. Don't tell us that.
Yeah, exactly. And so.
Or you could, if Megan didn't self-correct, if Lea, if Lea and Megan didn't correct, you could tell us, but you can tell us with kindness. And we do, and we would say thank you. We would like to do better.
Well, I will tell you this. I will be more. You know what? No, whatever. You feel like you figure out the energy you want to bring and let us know. And is this like a reference to things? Like, kind of, because like we get all kinds of feedback and we get really great feedback. We get constructive criticism, and occasionally we get, I fucking hate this. And you know what? Like, I'm not going to lose.
You're entitled.
Sleep over any of it, but I do want to, like, the things that I will lose sleep over will be if you think that I like don't give a shit, because I do. And so I always will give a shit. And so that's what I'm trying to say is like, if something hits you in some kind of way that we do, I do want to know then. And you can tell it to me any which way you need to tell it to me, because I always do want to know. And I always do want to figure out a way to try to make it right as much as I can for being like, we're going to be strangers on the internet to some degree, but like, I do care. So under that lens, you know, if you feel upset with us for something we say, then you can come to me with any energy you feel like you have, because that's, you know, obviously you're right.
Mm-hmm.
But all that to say, if you thought we rambled too much and you fucking hate it, like, okay, you fucking hated it.
Well, I had fun. I thought that was a fun way to just like talk about things that we've wanted to talk about.
I like surprising
I feel like there's
each other.
sometimes, yeah, and sometimes like when I'm watching a drama, there's like a topic I want to discuss, and I'm like, well, where can I fit it in? So this was kind of fun to just be like, okay, well, this is where I can fit it in.
Well, all I know is that I'm just going to spend the rest of my night thinking about Gudong Mei hate wanking over me in the shower. And that's
I can't even believe I came up with that, and I'm pretty fucking proud of myself.
You should.
I feel
you
like
should
you
be really proud of
into
yourself.
my psychic happy energy place.
I mean, I think it just
like
shows how much I
clearly
know you.
fucked up, which is not like necessarily good or healthy either.
But when I wrote it, I did not for 1 second think, should I ask this? Like, not for a second. I was very confident. I was very confident that it would play out the way that I wanted it to. And it did.
Yeah. And I mean, like, I will just think about it as like a happy memory of this day.
I love
You're going to have dreams of Gudong Mei shower wanking.
I mean, that would be amazing. Just like, Lea, damn it. Why?
Lea.
Why?
While holding your shorn off ponytail.
Sniffing it angrily.
Oh my God.
Why do I fucking want you so bad? I hate it. Oh my God, that's like romance.
Oh my God.
On that note.
That is a great one. That was a great one to end on. So yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Anya.
being uncensored with all of us.
Yeah, that was fun.
Anya.
Annyeong.
Kamsahamnida. Thank you for listening to Afternoona Delight. Where can you find us outside the pod? Head on over to afternoonadelight.com. That's AFternoonadelight.com. You'll find links to all our social media, our book recs, K-pop and K-skincare recs, and if you want even more Afternoona Delight, because really who doesn't, you can join our Patreon, where you can choose the patron level that's right for you. Join in daily K-drama conversations, listen to bonus podcast episodes just for patrons, and participate in our monthly live K-drama support group via Zoom. We can't wait for you to be a part of the community. Until next time, annyeong!